game preview for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a season it's going to be. And it starts at Indy, where the Jaguars are favored 4.5.
Right now, as of this video.
Versus Anthony Richardson and the Indianapolis Colts. I saw Peter King project. He's been a sports writer. He has ins and outs throughout the league. Very knowledgeable of the league, but he's a little older. Saw him project the Jaguars will earn the number 1 seed in the AFC at 13-4. So I just need this season. I need this season to get here. We are 6 days away from the recording of this video. I need this season more than I needed anything. More than I need Casamigos Reposado.
Wow.
On a Sunday afternoon at Duval and Bryan. At the Slab. I've been waiting 15 years. Thank you.
Fandom.
It's 15 years, maybe 16, for the sustained run that we're about to go on.
Half his life.
And it starts Sunday. I was fooled in 2018. You remember us sitting there watching the Patriots game, beautiful sunset, 4 p.m. game. Yep. We won.
Yep. The music playing.
I was fooled.
We're in the 400 section. Lady knocked my hat off my head.
They got me good, but not this time. But for 13-4 to happen this year, we'll have to win these division games. We'll have to defeat Anthony Richardson, who has played like 14 games in his college career.
Yeah.
And when he did play, didn't look that good. And when the preseason didn't look that good. I think he didn't even complete 50% of his passes. I think our defense, we just had a fantasy draft. I drafted the Jags defense before my last pick, which means I'm pretty high on them week 1. I want to solidify that week 1 win. I think I'm predicting 31-10 Jags.
Wow.
I think Trevor, Calvin, it's just going to be the Colts defensive backs weren't that great last year, and they had Stephon Gilmore. They lost him. Mm-hmm. I just think we're in for a huge week 1 victory. So,
where do I begin? We sit here once again before another Jag season.
Crazy.
On these mics in front of this camera, gassing up a football team who has never. I think someone just sent me a trade. Someone's saying Jay's already
fantasy trades.
Sitting here again talking about the Jags, gassing them up, and I've called for 12 wins this season. I've been saying it for the longest, and now that we're officially here, I need to come back down to reality, hit the brakes a little bit. I need you to prove it, Jags.
Oh, geez, here we go.
What are you? I'm tired of getting ahead of myself. We've done it every year. I understand the situation. I understand that we have second-year Doug Peterson. I understand we have second-year Trevor and Doug's system. I understand we're added coming. Calvin. I understand the rookies were great pickups. Trent Baalke is back. I understand all this. We haven't played a game. Am I going to say all this to agree with you? Yes. But it's the first game, and it's, like you said, all the points you mentioned, Anthony Richardson, inexperienced. We're playing, we're fired up. We have all these expectations. We're coming. But if we're talking about the big picture, 13-4, first seed AFC, let's dial it back a little bit. We need to go into Indy, beat the out of this team, not have a situation that happened last year in Indy with Matt Ryan throwing for over 400 yards. Can't have that happen again. We need to take care of business. We need to go out there and make a statement week 1. Like we said on the podcast with Kenny and 49ers D, we got to do the same thing but in division matchup and show who the hell is about to run the AFC for the next decade. AFC South. Hopefully AFC as well. 31-10 is wild. It's a wild score.
Bro, you line up those receivers versus that Colts secondary.
But
who are they going to cover?
But when I'm looking at the Colts offense, Anthony Richardson, who's their running back? We don't know right now.
I don't know who it is right now.
It's him.
Yeah, it's Anthony.
He's throwing a Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce. They're good receivers, but is Anthony Richardson going to be able to get them the ball with the type of NFL talent that he's going to see on the Jags defense in the secondary? Like, the defense wasn't great until the second half of the season last year, but They're much better than any competition Anthony Richardson's faced
ever
in his career.
Ever in his life.
Yes. He's got Tyson Campbell, Andre Sisco. Wingard's him, whether you like him or not. He's a player that can show up and make a play. So we got to go do it. And I think we do beat the Colts' ass. I think they might score a little more than 10. But we just got to go out there and dominate. And I think we will for week 1. And that's what we're here to talk about week 1. I'm sure we'll get to all
let's not get ahead of let's not get the Chiefs because I'm
not trying to get ahead of myself with the rest of the season. But
I already taste that Costa.
Set the tone. Set the tone week 1. The Jags don't start their seasons hot. They don't start their seasons hot. Can't remember the last time we had back-to-back successful years. Can't tell you the last time. I probably wasn't even a fan back in those days. So let's go do it. Let's show the world who we are, because as much as people are talking about how the Jags are going to have all these wins, dominate the division, be a contender for years to come, there's a lot of people out there saying they still ain't shit. And they got lucky last year because Titans had this downfall. But we still had to win those games, and we did. And we stepped up, and we have a locker room that's together.
I'll tell you something. They're not going to be showing our game highlights on the Sunday Night Football pregame show if we beat the Colts, no matter what the score is, because it's the Colts. We're expected to win. So games like this, we just need to win. No one's going to talk about it. No one's going to talk about us until week 2 versus the Chiefs. But we just got to handle business. I'm interested in how they play Anthony Richardson.
We can't let him run.
Just don't even try to sack him. I say, just everyone on the D line, just stand there and make sure he doesn't run. Like form like a little semicircle around him and just be prepared for. He is really good at escaping sacks.
Yeah.
There's a stat out there that says he's one of the best at escaping sacks. So
yeah, we need to make him throw the ball.
Please throw the ball.
Don't
give him 10 seconds. I don't care.
Don't blitz this man. Don't over pursue him. He can use his legs. We know how fast he is. We saw what kind of freak.
Don't play man. Yeah, God, don't blitz him and play man back there. He will. He could score a 60-yard touchdown
easily. So if they're watching the tape and they know this man, they know he can run. They know he's a threat with his legs. So just try to make him throw it all over the field, because we know if that's what he has to do, he's bound to throw 3 interceptions in this game. Which we took his more in the season.
On his season interceptions,
on prize picks. We took Anthony Richardson's more in interceptions, which was at 11.5, I believe, for the whole season.
Yeah, that's nothing.
So he could get a quarter of that in one game.
Yeah, speaking of prize picks, let me tell you, I got just a little one for this game. Trevor Lawrence to throw for more than 246.5 passing yards, because I think the Colts will be punting or turning the ball over. I got more, and we're just so many weapons. More than 246. I have their punter to punt more than 4.5 times.
That's a fun one.
That is. So 4.5 times more.
5 punts.
I just see a lot of Anthony Richardson sailing balls.
Damn. So at the minimum, Colts only have to punt once a quarter. But
no, one more than that.
Yeah. Yes, but I'm saying at least
if he punts at least once a quarter, I'll be in it.
If I say it like that, it sounds like it's doable. If he punts at least once a quarter, you have a chance to get 5.
Yeah.
But unless they're turning it over, it could be
if he's turning it over or scoring.
Like we're expecting.
And then I have this interesting one that Prize Picks is debuting this year. I have Travis Etienne to eclipse 19.5 rushing yards in his first 5 attempts. I'm envisioning us like spreading them out. We have a lot of weapons out there. Just mixing in some runs where Travis will pop off 5 to 6 yards a carry, and then I'll get him over 19.5.
I like that one. That seems like it's doable. He could get that on the first run.
He could.
Honestly. I don't have one yet. I will place it later in the week, but you guys can click the link in the description if you guys would like to play along. First-time users can get a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Minimum $10 deposit. Thank you guys for playing along.
No one's talking enough about the Steve Harwell effect on this game. You know who that is, right?
Only from today, because he passed away.
Oh, so you do. I was trying to trick you, make you think it was a player. But yeah, he was in the band Smash Mouth, and Shrek. Hey, now you're an all-star. Yeah. Well, apparently he was I actually knew this back in when he tweeted these things. But big Jags fan, and here's a tweet from January of this year. Like from the Smash Mouth account, the verified Smash Mouth account on Twitter. Looks like Trent Baalke. Looks like Trent is back in the playoffs. Do you know why? Because he's a damn football genius. We were the only ones in the entire Bay Area who stuck up for him, including everyone in the media. Hashtag Jax at Jaguars. Go Jax.
I want a cookie for that.
So what I'm saying, the factor here, Steve, how Jags will be playing for him because he'd passed. So that's a big, I'd say, sway in the Jaguars' direction there. Rest in peace to him. You're an all-star.
I do see their tweets a lot on the timeline, which is very random.
It's that for you page.
Just seeing Smash Mouth on your feed talking about sports. I need to give an official score prediction here. I love the 31 score that Andy said, 4 touchdowns and a field goal. Why not? That sounds doable. Although preseason doesn't matter, it should. Like, we were moving the ball pretty effectively in every game, team 1, 2, and 3. Why would that just stop now if we're the same team? You feel me? So give me Jags. First Bleacher Report stream, we what'd I say? 40 a game?
Yeah.
Nah, give me 33. 33-17. I think Colts.
It's a high scoring game.
I think Colts will get some garbage time points for being down so much. So, but I think that we will dominate this team. And there's no saying, like, what if we lose? No, we're not losing this game. There's absolutely no chance.
We can't.
There's absolutely no chance.
We have to win these division games.
Absolutely no chance in hell that Doug Peterson and Trevor Lawrence go into Lucas Oil Stadium and lose to Anthony Richardson.
Oh, this is going to be delicious to pull back up. I'm sorry.
It won't, because we're not losing. Give me something to do if we lose, because I'm going to need it. If we lose to Anthony Richardson week 1, I'm going to
do it.
I'm going to need something to do, because I'm going to be back here on this chair absolutely fuming, for lack of better words. I could say some words. You see me drunk on this camera. But I've been in front of this camera so many times saying that, and what's happened? We lose. But everything just feels different this season. And you don't understand it unless you're a Jags fan. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, here they go again, you only know if you're a Jags fan. Maybe you don't because your team doesn't say. But no, we've had the most unsustained success ever in the history of sports, I feel like. We're just such a down bad. You see the Jags logo, you laugh. People giggle. But not anymore. The tides are changing. And it starts September 10th, 1 p.m. at Lucas Oil Stadium.
We're doing something different this year. We're going to be watching it with you guys. So if you're on our YouTube channel now, so subscribe, set the notifications on, because we will be watching this live. If you watch the game by yourself, you want someone to watch it with, we'll be watching and reacting on live stream on this channel. So make sure you're there and hang out with us.
Yes, sir. And also, we partnered with Bleacher Report, so we got streams set up for the first 4 weeks of the season. So if you guys see us at the home games against the Chiefs and the Texans later in the year, and we're leaving a little early, don't worry. We're coming home to do some business. Don't call us out. So we'll see you there. Plenty more videos to come this season. We're excited for it, and we hope it all comes true. Our little wishes for
we
the
hope
Jags.
we're still doing this in February.
Yes, we do. If not, we'll be on a cruise, forgetting about it all.